look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke can shake it all up. My moves make them run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the. Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count her 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Down by Adrian.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
When you start at your own 20, oftentimes defenses play you for the run. They stack the line of scrimmage. They decided, let's not run into that mess. Let's get outside, get to the perimeter, go high, wide, and handsome, and throw that bad boy downfield.
Beautiful ball, good catch, and then it was off to the races, one play and in the end zone. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, mine's 50. I'm coming after you.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 7, Murray, he'll buy some time right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Myers' kick is good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call a sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
He was brought down by
no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
8 yards.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Murray. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of what my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. Dorsett's got it. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports.
Hawks 10, Cardinals 3.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Now it's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 30.
One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. He finds some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards. Better than 20 here.
First down, Seahawks.
Now the third-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Seahawks first down.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
14.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Seahawks 17. Cardinals 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
23 yards on the play.
It's a game.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Now Wilson steps away. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Complete to
Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple flat route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Hey, check my
Operating from the gun. Murray. He's going to fight. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That catch good for only a couple. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
57-yard gain. 1st down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
14-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson dancing to his left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
Murray's pass intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Carson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This is Carson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
47-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times, just that first read that you had, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
1st down, Seattle.
On 1st down, Wilson steps away to his left. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Chris Carson, the Seahawks.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 26.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Wilson's pass.
A solid chunk there, 15 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a loss.
A lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Benson Mayowa. Able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. And that went off the mark a little late with a throw. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This is DJ Reed returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Buying time to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for...
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time.
And out. Fourth down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. From the gun, Murray. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 32-yard line.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got three tight ends out there. Jumbo set. To throw is Wilson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Isaiah Simmons in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He lets it fly from... He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible.
At their own 17-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Able to find Isabella. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Here's Reed. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
To number 14.
DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell in.
And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Complete to number 14.
DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 60, Cardinals 32. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Today's final score, Seahawks 60.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable.